Well, well, first thing in the morning, and it looks like a red tail. God, they just never stop, do they? It's about 9:45 in the morning, Wednesday, February 11th, 2015. The first sighting of the day. Jeez. Joe Clyda, AscensionPathway.com and the Evan Fane YouTube channel. Starting the documentation again for Wednesday, February 11, 2015. Top Mingus Mountain, facing west. You don't see too much haze in there, but there is some if you look real close. Okay. But as I show that southern sky, where it's really hazy, it's been hazy. And we've been documenting the air traffic over the last few days. You can see that haze, it's still lingering. So one has to wonder and speculate that Indigo Skyfold Phase 2 mix. And look at over here. Look at that area right in there. Isn't that absolutely incredible? Look at that. All that haze. Alright, I'm going to pan it back as I go into the eastern sky. It's all hazy back in there as well. You can see the haze. But that stuff just falls from the sky at a pretty good rate too. So I pan all the way around, getting into that northern sky. As again, the sun's reflection doesn't really show, because the way the sun is on the equator, since it's February, you're going to get that sun to be more prominent in that southern sky. Now I'm in the eastern sky again. Look at the haze on that far mountain range. Look at that. Isn't that incredible? We saw what happened yesterday with the haze, with that chemtrail rainbow over the mountaintop just before sunset. That is not a natural phenomenon. I've never seen that in all my years living on this earth. So we have to wonder what the hell. People need to start waking up and start complaining. We got to put a stop to this, and we have to put a stop to it now. Around 1 o'clock, and we got a sighting. Looks like a blue bottom. See the blue on the bottom? He's real quiet with no plume. Yeah, you know, could be a passenger jet. It's hard to say. He's pretty low. And he's heading toward Flagstaff. Yeah, we're just going to keep documenting what we see. I'm going to fade him out. Yeah, just a few minutes later, we got this guy. It's a silver bullet. See the fuselage on each side of the back end there? That's where they spray the plume. Alright, that's not a passenger jet. That's a silver bullet. And you can see the canisters on the side of the fuselage. We're going to make sure we document this correctly. But there's only one reason that those guys spray, and it's not to carry passengers. It's to depopulate the world and destroy our Mother Earth. Get a good look so you know what those jets do. Fade them out. Real sneaky. They're being real quiet. Well, it's about 1:15, maybe 1:30, and it looks like we got, I don't know, possible red tail, possible silver bullet. The plume is unsymmetrical. Look at the plume. Look how it all dissipates all funky like. See that? He's low enough to be a red tail. It's hard to tell. But look at the plume coming out of him. Well, lost him. I'm going to bring him back. There we go. Lost him again. See if we can see the red on that tail. In any event, he's spraying plume. And we know that ain't no contrail as he heads into the trees. And And when there's one, there's usually another going the other way, and here he is. Let's see if we can make out the configuration. Looks like the same identical configuration of the one that just went by. He's up there a little higher. It looks just like a single plumer, but I think he's up there high. It's really doubles. Perhaps not. Hard to tell. But he's up there a little bit higher. And he's spraying. Yeah, it just never stops, does it? Yeah, now it's about 1:30. Look what we got going here. Let me focus him in for you. See what he is. A little blurry. A nasty plume. We'll see if he's got that stuff spewing out of that middle plume. Gonna keep an eye on him. Looks like a silver bullet, but I don't see the fuselage. It could be a red tail. Could be a generic silver bullet. But I want to see if that's spewing out of that middle nozzle. Look at the plume, how it dissipates. We're going to document everything. But what I want to tell you is that if you can help fund the organization, we can get some cameras that can videotape at night, because I've been outside during the night and they are spraying. And I hear them and I know what to look for. They have 2 white blinking lights and 1 red one, and they're real low. So just for you people that are looking out there, that's what's going on at night. We'd like to get a night vision camera to add to our operation, maybe even a Geiger counter to check out radioactivity. All you have to do is go to ascensionpathway.com, and on the home page we got products with links to the Global Healing Center, Dr. Horowitz's page where he sells his wonderful products, My Patriot Supply, which I'm affiliate. And so it's a nonprofit organization, and any money that we do get from those links goes right back into the organization. That's how I was able to get this camera to bring you this video. Very grateful for any support. Anyway, just had to plug that in. We're going to fade him out. I'm still waiting for a red bad boy to make his presence today. And as soon as I say that, guess what we got in the sky? We got a red bad boy. And like I said, these red bad boys go like a bat out of hell, and he doesn't have that sonic boom like he usually has. It's almost as if he's just trying to sneak across the sky. Let me turn the camera. I'm going to back him off a bit. I'm going to get him back. Be patient here. There he is. Try to hold the camera steady. Look at that red boy, clearly out of that back nozzle. Look at the plume just spewing out of there. Wow. You can see the reflection off that nozzle. When that sun hits it, you can see it glow as he heads into the trees. Look at that unsymmetrical plume. That son of a bitch. Alright, I'm outside a parking lot in Cottonwood, Arizona, facing the eastern sky, and I'm looking over top of the buildings. This is that eastern sky. You can see the layer of blue. Look at the colors. Just look at the colors, like the sunset should be there. Right? Let me back it off. Get a nice perspective of how the rings of the color are. Now, doesn't that look like a sunset as I pan over to the actual sunset? And there's the sunset, there's the top of Mingus Mountain, and look what we got up there. This has been going all day. I've been out of town and on the road, and I haven't been able to document as much as I would like, but I wonder if that's one of those yellow jackets. They usually come out just before sunset. It's hard to tell. He looks black from all the reflection, but you can still see that haze that's covering that reflection. Look, there's another guy out here. So I don't know if you can see him or not. I'm going to try to fade him in here. There he is. Usually where there's one yellow jacket, there's another one following him. And that looks like one of those yellow jackets. Look at the plume coming out of that back nozzle. Yep. So one would suspect that that first one, the one previous to this one, is the yellow jacket. That looks like a yellow jacket, although he's way off in that southern horizon. You can see the plume looks pink, and that's because of the reflection of the particles. As I back it off back to that horizon, look at it now. It's just seconds later. Look at that. Wow. You look, you see, it's actually, there's the blue, and then you can see where the chemtrailing activity enters down there. Look at that. Wow. Isn't that something? Well, anyways, this will probably be my last documentation. Wow, look at that. This is Joe Clyde, AscensionPathway.com, and then the Evan Fane YouTube channel. Signing off. Wednesday, February 11th.